Good morning to you all, my dear students. You remember we started up with prepositions in our previous class. I guess that you must be very clear about those concepts which I took up yesterday. That was in, into, and then I took up for, since, during, and then on, at. I guess that you are clear with those all those prepositions. Where do we use and how do we use, right? And today I'll be taking up some more prepositions in which again you have some loose hand to use, right? So here I would be making you very good at them. So let's start up with to, towards and from, right? So here we'll be taking up first of all to. If I say to, then it is used in the context of talking about direction, right? And then here if I take up this towards, that even comes in the context of direction. So then we'll be talking about the difference between these two, that is direction of a noun, but here the direction is specific. Like we know the point that where someone is or something is going. For example, I am going to Mumbai or I am going to school. So then there the point is specific, that I am going to school, nowhere else. I am going to Mumbai, nowhere else. So in that case we use to. I am going to Mumbai. And then if I take this sentence for towards, talking up for direction, that too of a noun, but here it is not at all fixed. Must be some difference between these two. So there we were specific, we were fixed, the point was fixed to go. Here it is not at all fixed. That is, if I say I am going towards Mumbai, I am going towards my school, that doesn't mean that my destination is Mumbai. My destination is my school. That only means that I am going to the side of my school or to the side of Mumbai. I may break in between and I may stop somewhere, and then I can have fun and frolic, and then I can move to that place. So that is here. And for example, here I can quote one more example, that is sometimes suppose that some of your colleague or some of your uncle or aunt is going somewhere. So then in that case your father or you want to take lift from that person. So then you ask that person that where are you going? So what he says that I am going towards airport. So that is, he is going towards the airport side, but it is not sure that he is going to airport only. He is going nearby the area of airport. That is, he would be covering those directions from the home that would be taking to the place airport, right? So this was the case of to and towards. There this place is fixed, the direction to which the one is going, that is fixed, that is specific, but here it is not specific. It is only that towards the site, right? So if we take up from, that even is used in case of direction. So now how come to, towards and then from? So here we were talking about the action of going towards, right? Going. Now when we are to talk about coming, then what is to be used? Then we will be using this preposition from for talking about the direction. That I am coming from school, I am coming from Mumbai. That is, from there you are coming, right? Here the action is not of going, the action is of coming. Okay, right? Got the difference? So here it is, I am coming from Mumbai. The same sentence used with different prepositions would throw different meanings, right? So then next let's see what other is the use of to. to is used for talking about the purpose, that is purpose of the action, that is what was the object, what was the objective of doing that action. So that is, I am working hard to get success. That is the reason behind it, the purpose behind it. So that in that case you would be using to. So here I have an example. We should eat green vegetables to be healthy, right? So what is the purpose of eating green vegetables? To be healthy. So that is objective of the action is used, then you use to for that. Okay, to stay healthy, mind it. So then from the other usage of from is origin or source. That is, you tell the other person that what is the origin of that thing, of that noun, of, and what is the source behind. For example, he is from Australia, that is he belongs to Australia. Origin, what is his origin? And then if I say that this COVID-19 virus came from China, so that is the origin, right? And I am taking help from resource pack, that is source. What was the source from where you were taking help? So that is the source or origin, right? So here I have quoted some more examples to make you clear. So now the another usage of to is period of time. When you talk about the period of time, that is, you mention the starting and ending point together. In between you place to. For example, don't you say like this, our school works 9 to 5. So what is that? I work 9 to 5, I work 9 to 11, I work 9 to 1. So what is that? Period of time. That is, starting time also is mentioned and the ending time is also mentioned, right? We work 9 to 6. So here to is used for talking about period of time. Okay. And then next, another usage of from I have, that is cause or reason. Again, there you were talking about the purpose. Here you are talking about the cause. That what was behind that. There you were talking about that what would be the result. What would be the purpose for getting that, for fetching which result you were doing that. In that case you were using to. Here in this case you are talking about what happened due to this, what was the result, right? So it is the cause, because of this that happened. So then in that case you will be using for. For example, he died of hunger. He died from hunger. In this case you can either replace this with of also. Of can also be used for cause and for reasons. So here he died from hunger. That is the reason behind it. The cause behind his death was hunger, right? So then in this case even you have used the preposition from. So these were the usage of to, towards and from. So here towards has only one use. So now moving on to the next ones, we have over and above. So over and above both means upwards. Let's take up upward direction, right? And then but over will be used in that case when something is exactly upward. That is, if I say the fan is over me, then in that case it will not be correct because there is no fan exactly upward me. So in this case I need to say the fan is above me. But if I am exactly under the fan, then in that case I can either say the fan is over me or I can say the fan is above me, right? So the thing should be exactly upward. Okay, and then here I have an example. There is a bird flying over my head. So if it is exactly upward my head, when it's flying and it's exactly going over my head, then I should use over. And then if it is not at all going exactly from upward my head, then I would say above my head. If this may go like this even, right? Not exactly upward. Okay, got it? Then here I already told you this difference. Upward direction may not be straight upward. Okay, so then there is a bird flying above my head. Given you example already. And then the another usage of this over is for covering something, right? How we will use over for covering something? If I do like this, what am I doing? I am covering my ears. So then I put my hands over my ears. So I have covered my ears with my hands. So in that case, I will use over. Here is an example. I put my hands over my ears. That is, you have completely covered something. Physical touch is there. Okay. And then somewhere you can say that put this blanket over the baby. So that even is covering someone, covering the baby with a blanket. So then in that case even you are using over. Okay. And then next we have the another usage of above, that is higher level. Okay. So what does it mean? That is, if I say that he is working above me, that means that he is on higher level than me. Okay. So definitely he must be getting more perks than me, right? More authorities than me. So that in that case you would be using above. He is working above me in the office, right? And then next we have another usage of over is number. That is more number. Definitely when we are talking about upward, that is more number. And then again, but specified number. How come? Let's take the example. He won by over 200 votes. That is, for more than 200 votes, for more than 2000 votes he won. So right. So then in that case even you need to use over, because you are not sure that the point is not only 2000, but you are sure that this at least this much of votes he has won, right? So then you can take it up like this, over, that is more than this number. Okay. And then next we have under, below and beneath. So under is the exact opposite of over and below is the exact opposite of above. Okay. So for example, when we talked about over, in that case I told you that it should be straight upward, right? So in this case it should be straight downward. Okay. Let's take the example, downward position, covering properly and straight downward. For example, if I say that the cat is under the table, so in that case the cat is exactly downward the table, and that too it is covering properly. Okay. So then next, if I take up the example, I have taken up the same example here. So now we will talk about below. So that even is downward position, but here it is, read the passage given below. Here I have taken the example, it is downward position. So but then it is not exactly down towards something. So then whatever is given further, in that case even you can take up. Okay. And then next we have beneath, even for downward position. So quite confusing, under, below, beneath. So here what is the meaning where we use beneath for downward position. For example, if my pen is there down, I mean it means downward position, right? So if my pen is down a book, so in that case I will say that please get the pen which is placed below the book, right? So might be some portion of that pen is visible. So in that case I would be saying please get that pen which is placed below my book. But if in case the pen is completely hidden, nobody is able to see that. So in that case I need to use please get the pen which is placed beneath my book. Please get the photograph which is placed beneath my book. Right? So got the difference? Downward position, but here the position is hidden. The object is hidden. The example, the photograph is beneath the book. It may be below the book when some portion of that photograph is visible. So then next usage of under is lower level. As we talked about in case of below, here that even was used for talking about level. So here we will use under even for talking about lower level. Here below even would be used for talking about lower level. But then what would be the difference? For example, suppose if you say that I am working under him in the office, in that case he has the complete charge to assign you the duties. In that case you are working with such a person under him, right? Because he has the right to give you duties. And then in that case if you say below, that I am working below him, in that case he doesn't have the right to assign you the duties, but though you are getting lesser perks than him, right? In that case you would be saying below. So here I am working under him, in that case complete charge is there in his hands. And then next if you say that I am working below him, in that case you are lesser in authority, but he doesn't have the complete authority to give you any charge, right? So then I am working below him. So this was the usage of under, below and beneath. We have this while, until and while. So let's see it. While is used in case of time. So here two actions are mentioned. How come? Like something other, the other action will happen in between some action. That is, while I would be sleeping, my mother would be cooking. That is, two actions are talked about, sleeping and cooking, right? While I was sleeping, my mother cooked food for me. Two actions again. But the other action is going ahead while the other action even was going forward, right? So there in that case we use while. Example, my mother prepared pasta for me while I was sleeping. Okay, and then until again is used in context of time, but here end of action. So what do I mean by end of action? By end of action I mean that you make that time a deadline. That is, until that time you keep on working for that. For example, if you say that like you keep on working in the school, so then I kept doing my homework until it was midnight. That is, you kept on working your work until midnight, that is until 12 o'clock, and then 12 o'clock was your deadline. After that you didn't do that. So that is, in that case you will be using until. Okay, and then you here I have another example, that is at least wait until she comes. Deadline, which is the deadline? She comes. Until she comes, till then we should wait. So that is until. And then next we'll go through the use of by. By again even is used for time. So how come time? That is no later than that. That is latest by this time you need to finish up. That is, it is again a deadline. But here you are requested to deposit your project by Monday. You are requested to deposit your notebooks by tomorrow. So that is your deadline. Okay. So that is no later than that you should do the work. So now again we have another usage of by. So that is by means of. That is what is the source behind that. That is means of communication or means of doing that. So what is that? For example, I go to school by bus. That is by means of what? In that case you use by. Source, for talking about the source behind that. I go to school by bus. Okay. So this was all about today's class of prepositions. We'll take up another class tomorrow, and I would say here that if you have any query, do connect me. Thank you.